West Bengal, where it looks like it is time for Mamata Banerjee's TMC to declare a state of emergency. Because after the revolt of 58 MLAs under the banner of Asli TMC in State Assembly, the mutiny may have reached the Lok Sabha. There is intense speculation that 20 out of the 41 TMC MPs, both from the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, are secretly planning to execute Delhi chapter of the Trinamool Congress rebellion. Ironically, this entire Delhi drama is unfolding just as Mamata Banerjee prepares to arrive in the national capital for the June 8 India Bloc meeting, a meeting that she herself had pushed for. So when Didi lands in Delhi for the India Alliance meeting, what is the political heft that she will bring to the opposition table? After clearly losing control at the state level, will she lose influence at the national level as well, is a question being asked by many. Joining me tonight on the News Hour is TMC leader and Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament Babul Supriyo, who himself has been making headlines with intriguing social media posts on current state of affairs within his party. Thank you very much, Babul Supriyo, for joining me. It's been a long time when we came face to face, but I want to ask you, Babul Supriyo, which part of the Trinamool Congress are you? The Asli Wala or the original OG Trinamool Congress? How many Trinamool Congress exist today?
Well, Navika, first point is that yes, I am here with you for a very long time. It's a pleasure, and but I am here in my personal capacity. Though it can be questioned whether a person who belongs to a party can have any personal opinion, because a party normally designates a spokesperson to the national media. I am one, but I'm here in a personal capacity because I think that my biggest question is where does your what should be your stance in a crisis situation like this? Yes, we have lost the elections. The people's mandate have gone against it. Every other factor that are controversial, they remain. But the point is that they have got the people's mandate there. Now, the timing of the entire thing is something that bothers me. I think that if so many people have felt in a manner they say they have felt, then this particular thing could have happened at a time when the party under whose banner, under the leader's photograph and their symbol, the party that they fought for, if they really wanted, they really had the courage to do it, they should have done it, not at a time when the ship is in troubled waters. That's my personal opinion, and I stand by it, because I think that if you are not with a party,
well, your party has dissolved all its frontal organizations. So frankly, you don't have to be in your personal capacity. The party does not have any frontal organizations or appointments. There is no general secretary. There is no office bearer. So you can continue to be a member of parliament of the Trinamool Congress. Why shy away from that? Why shy away from being with Mamata Banerjee at the protest that she held on Sunday last? I didn't see you there. Why then are you raising questions about the others?
No, I was not there, and I was one of them who had also attended the Rabindranath Tagore's Baishish Rabon function, and I was there with her, and I was not there for that particular meeting. I had heard about it. I was there on a Zoom call. I couldn't be personally present. But, even if I am there in my personal capacity, let's understand that TMC belongs to Mamata Banerjee. And I do not want to discuss anything about the corruption and everything, because from whatever I have seen corruption lies in politics. Like, what should I say? I really don't know. I'm fairly new in that matter, only 12 years. But
how come you are people? You've been a minister in the BJP Sarkar. Now you are in the Trinamool Congress, and you're behaving as if you are a boy lost in the woods. Corruption hoti hai. I'm very innocent. You've seen it in Trinamool Congress, yes or no?
Navika, don't put that in my mind. I never said that. What I'm saying that when I see around, I am definitely much more newer to politics, people who have taken politics as their profession. Let me tell you that corruption is there and it has to be eradicated. Everyone that has resorted to it, have or wanted to do something mischievous, should definitely be brought to justice. But that should not apply to the opposition, is something that everyone has been shouting for a very long time. But that is not what today's topic is. Today's topic is, as you said, the first question was, which side are you? I am in the side of the person who has built Trinamool Congress, and there should be introspection, there should be new pathways that should be created. But I think that if people had so much of problem, they should have done it not exactly immediately after an election in which they have lost, but rather they should have done it at a time, spoken to a party. If 60 MLAs or 20 MPs, as you said, had gone to Mamata Didi's house to do a meeting, I'm sure she wouldn't have said no. So the question of Didi not being accessible to them that does not apply. So they should have not done it. It is a timing which really disturbs me.
So you're questioning the timing. Fair point. Never quit when somebody's at a lowest ebb in their political career. And I agree. I agree with you on that. But everybody is saying we are with Mamata Didi. We are not with Abhishek Banerjee. Abhishek Banerjee cannot dictate terms. What do you say to that?
Well, it's the same answer. If Abhishek Banerjee, I do not know whether to say was or is, because yes, every organization, everything, all committees and everything has been dissolved. Though we do not have a particular, information about what is happening with the General Secretary post. But she has dissolved everything. So let's not get into whether he is or he was. But the point is the same. That if they had, he was the National General Secretary. So if people wanted to express their dissent, they should have done it before the elections, at a time when people could have been resurrected. The people who they thought do not deserve a ticket could have been denied a ticket, and all of the stuff. This is definitely not the time for party members who say they were party members to revolt or do it at the lowest time.
So then, Babul, Supriyo,
and if they do so,
allow me to ask the question. Let me ask the question. Does it give him the right to forge signatures?
No, once again, if they do so,
there are charges of forgery of signatures.
No. I am saying let that all be examined. I am saying let that all be examined. What they're talking about is not that could be the tipping point. That would be the tipping point. But what they're talking about is about dissent in the party for the last 2 years. Every party goes through its own turmoil. There are several factions that exist in a party. We are not new to that. This is not something that is suddenly happening to Trinamool Congress, and has never had. Parties have not broken into two pieces, behaved like amoebas. It has not happened in India ever. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that if you do so, if you're not with a party, resign from the post. And when I say that, I say with my own example. So I think that I'm very morally very, very clear in that this is not the timing, and I'm bar reiterating that this is not what members of a particular party, if they have won with the party symbol ticket using the picture of the leader, then they should not have done it at a time. They should have all gone together and done.
But they are saying. Well, we'll try and reconnect. The question many are asking today is, have they left Mamata Banerjee in the lurch, or was there dictatorship within the Trinamool Congress that suppressed any free opinion from being expressed because they had no forum? And this morning, Sandip said that it was actually IPAC that was running the party. Let's dip into a little bit of what Sandeepan Saha had to say. ভালো আছেন তো আপনি অশ্লীল TMC, which is the real TMC, is the question many are asking today.
See, more than 2/3 MLAs, they have supported and given a letter to the speaker stating that Mamata Banerjee would be the LOP and Akrut Jaman would be the chief whip. So since the number is more than 2/3, so this particular bloc is getting recognized as the principal opposition in the assembly, and Ritobruta Banerjee and Akrut Jaman are getting LOP and chief whip status.
So how many people, how many MLAs do you have? 58 was what was announced. There was an element that more are joining. How many MLAs do you have in your bloc?
More than 60.
So who is the real TMC?
We are the principal opposition bloc within the assembly, and of course we will be recognized as the principal opposition bloc, elected MLAs from TMC.
Where does this leave Mamata Banerjee? You have said, you and Ritobrata Da have said that she's welcome to be the chief advisor to this bloc of MLAs. Do you think you're being fair to Mamata Banerjee, who's been somebody who brought up this party, gave birth to this party and brought it till here?
The ideology with which this party got started, I don't think so that exists anymore. The ideology of the party has completely changed over the past few years. And of course, she's a stalwart leader. She formed this party. We all respect her. But at this juncture, she was a firebrand opposition leader. Then she had been a chief minister for 15 years. So, of course, her political advice to the
Babul Supriyo patched again with us. Thank you, Babul. We lost that connection there. I want to ask you, there are reports going around that about 20 MPs, also from the Trinamool Congress, are reconsidering their association with the erstwhile Trinamool Congress. Have you heard that?
Yes, I wouldn't say I've not heard about that. The numbers could be different. Maybe I've heard 21 or 18. You're saying 20. But what we are moving around that numbers. But again, when the ship is in troubled waters and when people are looking for being on the, there was I just bring it in. There was, ironically, the name of the film was Sarkar. It was done by, Ram Gopal Verma, I think in 2004, 2005, starring Amitabh Bachchan, of course. And, the tagline of that film was, it's nothing about being right or wrong. It's all about power. So I think that's the line that becomes very significant right now. And if what you're saying is true, then it is a challenge to the party. And as I saw...
Which side are you on? I heard 20. You said maybe 21. That one is who?
Definitely not part of the 20. Definitely not part of the 20. Please... definitely not part of the 20. And
you've also written on social media that one person has surprised me the most. Never knew snakes moved around all of us disguised as human beings. Who's this snake you're referring to?
Well, I'm surprised that many of them message me if they are thinking that I've mentioned about them and I should not have. But the point is that many of them are feeling that maybe I've pointed fingers at them. But I'm definitely not going to say who that is. So let's leave it to speculation.
You're somebody who speaks his mind. Who's the snake? If they're deserters,
I'm not,
why are you holding back?
No, I don't want to do that. Very simple. It's for people to see that. I'm not going to say that because I realize that there are 5-6 candidates who wants to take that term very seriously for themselves with what the messages that I got from yesterday.
Are you in touch with any of those? Are you in touch with any of those who have so-called abandoned the party?
I know all of them personally. So, beyond politics, if anyone calls me or wants to talk to me, why shouldn't that be there? I mean, I've always believed that, the Jhalmuri episode first happened with me with Didi. I hope you remember because of East West Metro. So there's a huge world outside the world of politics. I don't think one should confine themselves and restrict themselves to that small, a small noisy hole of politics. You should look around. So I would not, it's not that I will...
There's a poster that the BJP has put out of Lapata ladies. Some of the most vociferous voices in your party have been absent by Mamata Didi's side. Any specific reason?
They'll know. I'm sure you have spoken to them so many times. You have their number. Please call them and ask them. I think that sometimes
you don't know anything as a party colleague?
No, I don't know because I have not spoken to them. I have spoken to a few of them. But that was not regarding this. I've spoken to Kakolidia for a different reason. I've spoken to Shogatoda for a different reason. He was not well. So, you have to call them. You have access to all of them. Please ask them the same question as you asked me.
So are you saying the party is totally adrift? Nobody is talking to anybody. The high command is not calling its own people. Where is the party then?
No, how do you know that? I did not say whether I had a word with Mandidi or not. I never said that. Neither am I going to say. Something should be left to speculation. And, in troubled waters, the first thing is to find the composure. Let everyone find that. Even the 20 people that you're talking about, the 60 people that have already, broken away. Let everyone find their composure. Let them find their way, including Trinamool Congress. What are the places where they have gone wrong? Because as you know, I am in politics for 12 years, but in Trinamool Congress for only about 3.5 years, which is not a short time. I have seen all the people. I know who have not been what they should, the way they should have behaved as public representatives. So yes, we'll leave it to that. And the next 7 days are going to be very, very crucial. I just came to know from you right now that 8th, there is going to be a meeting in Delhi. I'll be back before that. So I'll wait for what happens and what kind of directives I'm going to
Babul, Supriyo, before I let you go, I just want to ask you one question. Did you anticipate this? Did you actually, when the results came out, believe that this is a victory that was given to the BJP by the Election Commission? Or do you think this was people of Bengal who expressed their opinion?
Well, the margin between the difference of percentage of votes between TMC and BJP, and the number of people who did not get their voting rights because of SIR are very precariously close to each other, 3.99 and 4%. So that debate will continue. But having said that, a party which has won, which has got the people's mandate, they should be congratulated. And that has not been what the party line was. But I have congratulated whoever I wanted to. And as I said, beyond politics, there is a space where you should be, we should be gentlemanly to each other. The state has given a mandate to BJP, and they have just started. So let them rule. I mean, it is not something that it has happened in West Bengal where a ruling party has changed. That's exactly what the fun of democracy is. And so many of the cephalogists got it wrong, and so many of them got it right. Now, what was the sample size of that? I don't know. But as I said, I will just come back to that. I'm definitely a part of that 20 that you mentioned. It's news to me.
Well, Babul, Supriyo, we'll wait and watch what happens. Yes. As of now, definitely crossroads for the Trinamool Congress. But as they say, kal ek naya savera shayad hoga. Let's wait and watch out for that. Thank you so much for joining me on the Newshour tonight. Good night, viewers. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow.